all the tank blitzers, it's a Littlefinger. Hey, 3 ace mastery games here in the Annihilator. This is the new tier 7 heavy tank from Hybrid Nation. And, you know, I've just done a full tank review on it. I'd only played several games in it. Now I've played quite a few more, and this thing is broken. So, quick shout out to Medsy, to Pantouf, and now Armored Pants for working with me to get quite a few new subscribers on channel. So wanted to just say a big thanks for you guys that joined me, and I hope you stick around and have hit that subscribe button, because, you know, I feel like I've been putting out a lot of really great content lately, and this channel is certainly worth subscribing to. As we get started here on Desert Sands, one of the amazing things about this tank is the burst damage. 3 shots here, boom, 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 you're dead, and we have used our turbo boost, and we're back into cover safely. One of the things that I was most surprised about with this tank was the dispersion on that second and third shell. For those of you that have the Helsing, you know that that second shell does not go anywhere close to what you are aiming at, and that is what I was expecting with this tank. But because if you get broadside on these tanks, you are going to pen all 3 shots, which is just amazing. And I'm noting here who shot, who hasn't shot. I know that Tiger just shot. Look at that lucky bounce from the Smasher. And we're just picking these guys apart. We're going to pull forward here when the Smasher turns away. As he turns away here, we come around the corner, finishing him off. And right now, because of my early, I don't know what the right word for it is, weak teams, let's say that nicely, you know, my win rate here is just above 50% in the tank, but yet my damage per minute is up there with some of my tier 10 tanks, if you believe that or not. That's pretty crazy for a tier 7 tank. Bad move there on my part to take 2, now 3 shots that really shouldn't have, but it's not going to matter in the end. As you know, we're going to end up with an ace here, even though we are down 1 tank. Looking for our next shot, and I mean, this is like driving a Smasher at this point in time. All of these guys are within a quote-unquote 1 shot of this tank, so we'll take the Bulldog out first using our speed boost, and look at this, tuck ourselves right back into cover. The E25 is just dueling off with our Tiger here. And there we go, finish him off. That's kill number 4. Tiger's trying to sneak around the back, getting the attention of my Tiger. Say, hey, look, back there, dude, back there. He gets 1 shot in, and luckily he gets out of the way for me to finish him off, or else that would have made it a little bit tougher of a game for me. But as it stands now, 1-on-1, and I just basically have to get this guy out in the open. Nothing he can do. He can shoot me. We'll finish him off just like that. Over 4,500 damage, 6 kills, and this tank, the Annihilator, does just that. It annihilates everything in its sight. I mean, look at this, 23 of 23 shots. We did take 7 shots, but you know, as you saw, we bounced that one off of the Smasher, which was huge. Alright, we're going to hop into a second battle here. This is Blah Blue 2112 who sent this in on Discord. And yes, being a subscriber to both my YouTube and Discord are going to be requirements to this great giveaway that we've started with Armored Pants. So, with that being said, we do have a good bit of conversation going on the Discord server, but more importantly, I have a bunch of different channels set up for different types of gameplay replays, and I do feature quite a few battles, different battles. Don't necessarily have to be ace battles, but we do several different battles, and I get those onto the channel as well. Something a little bit different than Armored Pants, who typically just does the tank reviews and all of the instructional videos that he puts together so well. Interesting choice here, I thought, from Blah Blue, but it works out well to go after this SP1C. And the reason it does work out is because the SP1C is not alone out here. But I think with this tank and its poor speed, this could have been, taking yourself out of the battle for quite some time. This SP1C could have, should have, run away at this point as soon as the Annihilator was spotted. And now look, the Smasher's following suit. But we've got SU-100, and I think that was an easy 8. Yep. So he's got some tanks to battle here. So as I was saying, yeah, well, I put together, oftentimes I'll do compilation videos, dumb ways to die, and then those really, really close games where it comes down to just you and maybe you pull a 4-on-1 into a 1-on-1 and you don't just quite make it. But I like to focus on the close battles. I feel that, matchmaking has its issues. I won't go into that here. And there's just too many lopsided battles in this game. So, I like to focus on the really close battles, those ones that gets the heart pumping, the petty, sweaty palms, those type of things. Yeah, you can't even say your words straight. But they're down 2 tanks now, and he's using this tank very wisely in the hills. Hold down, this tank has some really good armor characteristics. So yeah, use that Discord server wisely and come on over and start up a chat, or we've got some great guys on there. Look at that. I mean, that you can't even do that with 2 shots with a Helsing. You're going to miss at least the 2nd shot on that. And that tank gets all 3 of them to go. Pretty crazy. Surprised he let that SU-100 here hit him, but he's done well to conserve his hit points, which is a big factor that I harp on with everybody playing this game. Conserve hit points until the end. KV3, that's just a bad play. You have to learn to play defense in this game as well as offense. So he's waiting to reload this SU-100M1. What can we say? He's sitting on a hill. Yeah, we could probably put this down as a dumb way to die, because you get 2 tanks aiming at you and you're not moving. 88, probably can't even pen him, but Bob Blue here, he's not even worried about moving. Finishing him off, 4,400 damage, 4 kills for his Ace Mastery game, 91,000 credits. Amazing. What an amazing tank, guys. And it's really only 10 bucks. And that doesn't include all of the other things that you get in this event. And finally, we've got another game from Help, I'm a Bug. I get at least 3 or 4 aces from him a week. So, really good player here. And let's see how this game unfolds. So yeah, back to the Halloween event, to jump the 30 levels for buying the container and everything else that comes with it. This tank is definitely well worth it. There's now going to be a debate, I'm sure, as to whether this tank is more OP than the Smasher. I've already seen some videos, 7-on-7 for each of those. I mean, that turret is all red. The other guy there, you know, he's just not doing the right thing with that tank, and he's just sitting out in the open. If you can get this thing hull down, it just does the damage. Black Prince thinking twice about that. Smart move from the Black Prince, but not as smart from the rest of his team. I'm going to try to come out sideways. There's 2 shots out of the 3. So up to 1,200 damage, and he's just stayed in this one spot. I mean, that's essentially, it's just too easy. All right, guys. So a little bit more about my channel as this game unfolds. As you can see, going through all the videos. You know, when I started about 4.5, almost 5 years ago, doing this channel, I focused on all the lower tier tanks, and obviously that changed significantly with the update 5.5 and the overhaul of the gameplay. All of those guns, think about the Hetzer and the A20 autoloader and those big guns that they took out. And yeah, it did flatten out the fun levels and those lower tiers, but it did change how those tank reviews were done, and it allowed me, I guess, to focus on some of the middle and upper tiers, which is what I try to do. But now that I own all of the tanks in the game, the tech tree tanks, you know, and I have most of the premium tanks, you know, the choice is yours as to what you want me to review next. So one of the things that you may or may not know, which I find, you know, difficult to overcome, which is why I am now starting to work with the likes of Pantouf and Medzi and Armored Pants, is that it's difficult to get your videos in front of new audiences on YouTube. And part of the reason is the way that YouTube does that. And the more engaged the viewers are with hitting that like button, leaving comments, even if it's you know, a little comment, that is engagement to YouTube, and they are going to put an engaged video well ahead of a non-engaged video in the recommended video section. So I always do like to ask that everyone just please leave a comment, you know, simple as you want. Obviously, we do like to keep everything positive and not make fun of any players or me for that matter. But, you know, I'm all about having fun with this game, and want to know from you guys, what videos do you want to see me do? Do I need to redo some older tank reviews? What tank are you guys playing the most that, you know, would be beneficial to see reviews of? So leave comments down below. Let me know what you want to see next, and we'll work on those and get them in queue. Right now we are just enjoying burning games. Walkie Talk got the Dracula in one of the crates, and so we've been running platoons in that. Oh, that is totally OP. We'll see some funny videos from there, I'm sure. But for now, guys, have fun out there. Stay safe. Get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.